Welcome to the Bedford Estates Homeowners Association annual meeting for 2020. I am Kim Smith, your Homeowners Association president. In this video and presentation, I will be joined by Carol Brooks, our vice president, and Deb Cashin, our treasurer. Before we get started, let me review some important points to note about your participation in this meeting. The videos by the president, vice president, and treasurer and the accompanying survey are being sent to all Bedford Estate residents via email or by U.S. mail if we have no record of an email contact in our database. Access to this presentation will also be provided via our website at www.bedfordestates.org. You will have an opportunity to vote to accept the 2019 annual meeting minutes, changes to our bylaws deemed necessary by the 2020 board actions, our 2021 proposed budget, and as well our open board positions. Those taking the survey online will be able to vote electronically. Those of you receiving this information via the U.S. mail will need to cast your vote via the paper ballot and return it in the envelope provided to you. Just a quick note, per our bylaws, voting is restricted to residents whose dues are current. If you are in doubt about your 2020 dues payment or wish to pay them now, please contact our treasurer Deborah Cashin. She can be reached via email at deborahcashin@gmail.com. There is only one vote per household, and votes must be received no later than Sunday, December 20th. The accompanying Google survey will allow you to record questions or seek clarification directly from the appropriate board member. But first, some things we have to celebrate. Within our neighborhood, Robert Gagliardi, a former Bedford Estates Homeowners Association board member, was elected to our Bedford City Council. Hendrik Prüfer, who is currently on our Architectural Review Committee, is also now serving on the Bedford City Zoning Commission. Paul Caroni, who is our current dues campaign chairman, graciously stepped up at the onset of the COVID crisis in March to oversee a care group for our neighbors in need. Within our city, we now have a new mayor, city manager, economic development manager, and an interim police chief. Work has begun on the 2-year project to revamp the Bedford Boys Ranch, now renamed Generations Park at Bedford Boys Ranch. A master plan named Bedford Commons has also been published. Be sure to check the back of your City of Bedford water bill for great coupons offered by local merchants. They all need our support. For more info, go to their webpage, bedford.tx.gov, or follow their Facebook page. Minutes of the 2019 annual homeowners meeting. At the end of this video, you will be given a link to the accompanying survey that will take you to the Bedford Estates website where you can review the 2019 minutes. Next is our 2020 board actions. We have approved to revamp our meetings to meet quarterly versus monthly, beginning in 2021. There is an approved plan to document standard operating procedures for all board and committee positions, which makes for a smoother transition process. We've approved the acquisition of a safe deposit box for critical homeowner association documents. In addition, we've joined the DFW chapter of CAI, the Community Associations Institute. They've been an invaluable resource for us and has allowed us to stay informed of state and federal laws as they pertain to homeowners associations. In addition, we've streamlined the board operations and duties. We've provided continuity of HOA business now via virtual board meetings. We've eliminated the compliance chair and moved those duties to the vice president. We've renamed Compliance Committee to Architectural Review Committee. We created a second committee to focus on homeowners association common property that works in tandem with the beautification committee. We've renamed the zone delegate position to be neighbor relations. We've moved the dues campaign oversight to the treasurer. It was previously reporting to the zone delegate chair. In addition, we've moved communication oversight to the neighbor relations, which was previously reporting to secretary. Next is our proposed changes to the bylaws that are affected by these board actions. First, in section 3.5, duties of officers, the bylaws currently read, the vice president shall oversee the compliance committee activities. The proposed change is, the vice president shall chair the architectural review committee. The vice president shall be responsible for the resolution of any infractions to the CC&Rs, which are our covenants, conditions, and restrictions, or as some of you may know it as, deed restrictions. Second bylaw change. Currently, within our document, it reads the zone delegate chairperson. The proposed change is to name that as the neighbor relations chairperson. Our third bylaw change is section 6.3, board or director meetings. Currently it reads, board of director meetings shall be held at least bi-monthly, every 2 months, unless canceled by the board, and be responsible for the government of the association. The proposed change reads, board of director meetings shall be held quarterly unless canceled by the board, and shall be responsible for governing the association. Our fourth bylaw change is section 6.6, notice of meetings. It currently reads in the last sentence, regular monthly meetings. The proposed change is to regular quarterly meetings. Our fifth and last bylaw change is Article 12, Compliance Committee. The proposed change is to change the name of the committee to Architectural Review Committee. In addition, as proposed, the Vice President will serve as the chair of the Architectural Review Committee. This is the end of this video. Click next to review the 2019 minutes and to vote on the minutes and the bylaw changes.